In this demonstration, we're going to look at app locker policies. The purpose of an app locker policy is to allow me to tie down software that is delivered to our end users. So really, it's a restriction. Or possibly we want to use it for auditing purposes, just to ensure that the expensive software we've bought, people are actually using it. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new group policy. So I'm just going to come to a datum because this is where I'm going to actually link this. So I'm going to create a group policy in this domain and link it here. And what we're going to do is we're going to call this one WordPad restriction policy. Now we've done that, we'll select OK. Next thing we need to do is we need to put some settings in there. So let's just right click and then just edit the settings. And this takes us into our group policy management editor. And then what we'll do within here is we'll now just set up our app locker policy. So app locker is actually computer settings. So if we just come to policies here, and then within policies, what we're going to do is we're just going to go down to Windows settings. And then within Windows settings, what we're looking for here is we're looking for security settings. Then we'll highlight and extend security settings. Then down to our application control settings. And then what we'll do is we'll come to app locker. So now within app locker, what we want to do is we want to set up some executable rules. So we'll click on executable rules. We'll right click and we'll create a new rule. Then we'll select next. Just in the permissions we want to deny. What we're going to do here is we're going to deny everybody this program. So we'll select next. Just in the conditions here, we'll leave the publisher selected. And select next. And then what we'll do here is we'll just browse through because we want to locate this file. We'll go to Windows NT. We'll go to accessories. And then we'll just find WordPad.exe. And then once we've located this, we'll select open. Right, we'll move the slider up to file name because that's the thing we want to block. And then what we'll do is select next. Select next again. And then select create. As we can see here, it's just telling us that the default rules have not yet been created. Do we wish to create them? Yes, we do. And as we can see, that's created some allow rules. But it's also got my deny rule sitting there as well. So we also want to enforce these rules. So if we just come up to app locker here, all we'll do now is we'll just go to properties. And on app locker here, what we want to do is we want to put in some enforcement rules. So we'll go for our executable rules and we'll configure that as enforce. And we'll select OK. Next thing we need to do here is just ensure that our application identity service does start. So what we'll do is we'll just come up to our security settings and we'll just go to system services. And what we want to do here is we want to look for application identity. And what we want to do with this setting here is we want to define this and we want to specify that this service is set to automatic. And then what we'll do is we'll select OK. So we've now created our policy that will block WordApp from running. So all we'll do here is we'll just come out of the Group Policy Management console, close down the Group Policy Management console altogether, and the next thing to do here will be to test the rule. And that's the end of this demonstration. Thank you.